It starts subtly. An unfamiliar car parked outside your house, strange noises at night, a feeling of being watched. For many it might be dismissed as paranoia, but for a growing number of ordinary people around the world, this is the terrifying reality of becoming a targeted individual. They come from all walks of life, teachers, doctors, even government employees, living seemingly normal lives until they find themselves caught in a sinister web of harassment and surveillance. These individuals are being targeted by powerful forces, subjected to a campaign of psychological torture and physical manipulation that sounds like something out of a dystopian novel. But could this be more than just paranoia? What if these individuals are not delusional, but victims of a new form of covert warfare? One that uses advanced beyond top-secret military-grade technologies and psychological manipulation to silence dissent and control the masses. This is a story that takes us deep into the shadows, exploring the chilling world of targeted individuals and the unsettling possibility that we are witnessing the rise of a new era of mind control and social engineering. Commonalities central to the experiences of many targeted individuals are advanced technologies being used against them. Technologies that sound like they belong in the realm of science fiction, yet trillions of black-budget tax dollars have been spent for research and development by military and intelligence agencies for decades. One such technology is directed energy weapons, or DEWs. These weapons are said to use concentrated electromagnetic and microwave energy to cause a range of effects, from inducing pain and discomfort to manipulating thoughts and emotions. Victims describe feeling burning sensations on their skin, hearing voices in their heads, and experiencing sudden mood swings, all seemingly out of their control. Another chilling technology is voice-to-skull, V2K, which military patents prove transmits sound directly into a person's brain, completely bypassing the ears of a target. Imagine hearing voices whispering your name, taunting you with threats, or even planting thoughts in your mind day and night 24/7, all without any visible external source. This is the terrifying reality reported by many targeted individuals who describe feeling like their minds are no longer their own. While these technologies may seem far-fetched, their provable existence raises disturbing questions about the potential for abuse and the erosion of privacy and free will in our increasingly technologically advanced world. The impact on the lives of targeted individuals is devastating. Subjected to relentless harassment and psychological torture, they experience a range of debilitating symptoms that can make leading a normal life impossible. Sleep deprivation becomes the norm as victims are bombarded with strange noises, flashing lights, and even physical sensations throughout the night. The constant state of fear and anxiety takes a toll on their mental health, leading to depression, panic attacks, and even suicidal thoughts. The physical symptoms can be equally debilitating. Victims report experiencing chronic pain, migraines, nausea, and a range of other unexplained ailments that doctors seem unable to diagnose or treat. Many are left feeling trapped in their own bodies, their health deteriorating under the constant strain of invisible attacks. The cruel irony is that the invisible nature of their suffering often makes it difficult for targeted individuals to seek help. Dismissed as delusional or paranoid, they are often denied the medical and psychological support they desperately need, further intentionally isolating them and deepening their despair. Perhaps one of the most insidious aspects of this phenomenon is the way it turns the familiar into the threatening, manipulating relationships and turning even loved ones into potential perpetrators. Targeted individuals often report that their friends, family members, and colleagues are turned against them, fed misinformation or manipulated, even threatened or compensated monetarily into participating in their harassment. This could involve spreading rumors, monitoring their activities, or even engaging in subtle/gaslighting forms of psychological abuse. The result is a profound sense of isolation and betrayal. Imagine the pain of realizing that the people you once trusted, your spouse, Your family, including your own parents, your closest friends, are now part of the system that is maliciously tormenting you. This manipulation of social circles creates a climate of fear and mistrust, making it nearly impossible for targeted individuals to find support or solace. This tactic is not only cruel, but also incredibly effective. By turning the victim's own support system against them, the perpetrators create a sense of utter hopelessness and despair, further breaking down the victim's will to resist or seek help. Lost in the system, the nightmare of seeking justice. Imagine trying to explain your experience to the authorities. Invisible beams of energy, voices in your head, and a vast conspiracy that seems ripped from the pages of a spy thriller meets the Matrix. This is the impossible task faced by targeted individuals seeking justice and recognition of their plight. Law enforcement agencies are often ill-equipped to deal with these claims, dismissing them as mental health issues, lacking the resources and expertise to investigate potential technological abuse. The worst part? All enforcement agencies are participating through fusion centers or through direct corruption by all three-letter agencies handing down orders titled silent hits and soft targets. Victims are often met with skepticism, ridicule, or even outright hostility, their suffering compounded by the very institutions meant to protect them. This lack of support from law enforcement only serves to reinforce the powerlessness that targeted victims feel. Trapped in a system that refuses to acknowledge their suffering, they are left to navigate a labyrinth of bureaucracy and disbelief. Their hopes of justice dwindles with each passing day. This complete lack of transparency and accountability raises serious concerns about the potential for abuse and the erosion of civil liberties. If individuals can be targeted with impunity, subjected to torture and harassment without consequence, then what does that say about the state of our society and the protection afforded to our basic human rights? The global implications, a threat to human rights and freedoms. The phenomenon of targeted individuals is not confined to one country or culture. It is a global issue with reports emerging from every corner of the world. This suggests a disturbing possibility that these activities are not isolated incidents, but rather part of a larger, coordinated effort. Some researchers and activists know that these operations are being conducted by powerful entities, governments, military, enforcement agencies and their contractors, even private corporations, for a plethora of sinister purposes. These could include silencing dissent, conducting social experiments, or even developing new forms of military psychological warfare. The implications of this are staggering. If true, it means that the very foundations of our democracies, freedom of speech, the right to privacy, and protection from cruel and unusual punishment, are under threat. Many targets have proven they have been illegally implanted with microdevices that emit and receive frequencies owned by military, intelligence and global corporations. Information about these special access projects, hidden from public access under the veil of cosmic top-secret national security and privileged state secrets. It suggests a world where individuals can be monitored, manipulated and even tortured with impunity, all under the cloak of secrecy and plausible deniability. This is a chilling thought, one that should give us all pause and compel us to demand transparency and accountability from those in power. A call to action, breaking the silence, demanding accountability. The plight of targeted individuals is a clarion call for action. It demands our attention, our empathy, and our unwavering commitment to truth and justice. We can no longer afford to ignore their stories, dismiss their experiences as delusions, or remain silent in the face of such egregious human rights violations. First and foremost, we must raise awareness about this issue, bringing it out of the shadows and into the light of day. By sharing their stories, amplifying their voices, and educating others about the realities of this phenomenon, we can begin to chip away at the stigma and disbelief that often surrounds it. We must also demand accountability from those in power. This includes calling for independent investigations into the claims of targeted individuals, demanding transparency from government agencies about the development and use of advanced surveillance and weapons technologies, and holding perpetrators accountable for their actions. This is not just about protecting the rights of targeted individuals. It is about defending the fundamental freedoms that underpin our democracies and ensuring that our world does not descend into a dystopian nightmare of surveillance, control, and fear. Hope and resilience, the strength of survivors. Despite the horrors they face, many targeted individuals exhibit remarkable resilience. They form online support groups, sharing their stories, offering each other emotional support, and working together to raise awareness about their plight. These communities provide a lifeline for those who feel isolated and alone, a safe space to share their experiences without judgment, and to find strength in knowing that they are not alone in their struggle. They offer a powerful testament to the indomitable spirit of the human will, even in the face of unimaginable adversity. Many targeted victims also turn to activism, using their experiences to advocate for change. They lobby lawmakers, contact journalists, and organize public demonstrations, determined to expose the truth and seek justice for themselves and others like them. Their courage and determination are a source of inspiration, reminding us that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can endure and even thrive. They are a beacon of hope, reminding us that even in the face of overwhelming power, ordinary people can make a difference. Building a safer future towards a world free from fear. The fight for a planet free from the threat of covert harassment and technological abuse is a fight for the future of human rights and freedom. It is a fight that requires a collective effort from individuals, organizations, and governments around the world. We must work together to create a world where technology is used for good, not for control and oppression. This means enacting strong legal frameworks that protect individuals from technological abuse, promoting ethical research and development in the fields of neuroscience and artificial intelligence, and fostering a culture of transparency and accountability within government agencies. It also means challenging the culture of secrecy and impunity that allows these abuses to occur in the first place. We must demand greater transparency from our governments, hold them accountable for their actions, and ensure that those who violate human rights are brought to justice. Ultimately, the fight for a world free from fear is a fight for our entire species, where everyone feels safe, respected, and empowered. It is a fight for a future where technology serves humanity, not the other way around. Please like, share, subscribe, and donate to our cause. Thank you for watching. la-resistance.org